one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Da-da-da-da-da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
On another note, me and Snoop working together again, and it's been 30 years. Believe it or not, I've only produced one album on Snoop, which was Doggy Style. And that was 30 years ago. We've done a lot of things in between, and songs and performances and film and things of that nature. But this is my first time actually producing an entire album on him.
His album is Missionary. What was it like being back in the studio for an entire album with a 30-year gap like you did with Doggy Style?
It was much more fun, to be honest, because we were kids at that time. You know what I mean? I think Snoop may have been like 18 or 19 years old, and I think I'm 6 years older than him. So we were kids at that time.
Yeah.
And this one is going to show a different level of maturity with his lyrics and with my music. I feel like this is some of the best music I've done in my career. So I'm really having fun. Yeah, with the musicians.
That's a high bar, Dre.
I know, I said it. I said that, and I'm proud of, and I'm not playing. But the musicians I'm working with right now, and some of the writers in the studio that are helping us, and Snoop is really excited about this. So am I. So, yeah, it's. I think people are going to really enjoy this.
Are you done? Is the album done?
Well, as soon as we finish this, I have to go downstairs and start mixing. I wanted 14 songs. Snoop wants 16, so we have that thing happening.
Okay.
And so I'm on song number 11 as far as the mixes go. So I have to be done and delivered by September 1st to have a November release.
Okay, a couple things, because Snoop has gone through so many incarnations with himself and his music and all that.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
What's the vibe of this album? And are you on it?
I actually did a couple of songs. I'm not sure if one of them is gonna make it or not. You mean with my vocal on it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I produced the entire album, but vocally, I think only one of them is gonna make it. There's a song, and we have like Sting on the song. We have, man, it's an amazing roster of artists that's on this album. I shouldn't have given that, to be honest.
So the vibe, yes, you should have. So the vibe is like, can I put it on Saturday? Like when I wait, is it my Saturday morning joint? Is it my Saturday night joint?
Let me just put it this way, Nichelle. Okay. You're gonna love this album, Okay. It's an album that women are gonna enjoy, and like I said, it shows a massive amount of growth and maturity with the lyrics and with the music.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Let me ask you something about Snoop though, too, because you're talking about, like, I know how much love you guys have for each other, and how proud, just as a brother, were you to see? I mean, people say Snoop took over the Olympics. Like, he really
did.
You know what I'm saying? He took over the entire Olympics. Like, how proud were you to see him be front and center, kind of like the face of America, to be honest?
I couldn't be any prouder, as I played a big brother role, right? Yeah. So I couldn't be any prouder. And I told him, I said, you actually made me feel like I'm not working hard enough. So I got to get back on it and do more things. I don't like going outside. He loves it, but so I'm going to work a little bit harder downstairs in my studio.
Does that sit with you though, to think about, like, when you all started out? I mean, you had a lot of success, but you also, I mean, you had people protesting, saying, that you all were enemies of the state and those type of things. And now, 30 years later, the face of America, you closed the Olympic ceremony with Snoop. Flavor Flav was front and center. Who, like, the face of America were our hip hop artists.
Finally, they're getting hip to hip hop, I like it. I mean, to be honest with you, when we were getting protested and people were complaining and all that, from NWA to what we were doing with Death Row and Eminem, we just sit back and laugh at it, because this is what we try to do. We try to push buttons, which is part of the entertainment.
Yeah.
This is how we decided to entertain. Mm-hmm. So and we're pushing your button and striking an emotion. We've done our job.
You definitely have done it well. We talked about Doggy Style having its 30th anniversary, and you're celebrating the album, but you're also celebrating with a new drink that you guys have out. It's not just about the drink. It's about like a partnership and a brotherhood with you all as well. It's called Gin and Juice. What made you all want to launch this together?
Well, it seemed like it was a no-brainer because of the song that's on his first album, Gin and Juice, of course.
Laid back.
This was a thought that came from Jimmy Iovine. He called me one morning and said, I got it. I got our next mission, right? And that was a layup. So me and Snoop were like, yeah, let's go. So we this isn't something, it's like the headphones. It's not something that we just put our face and name on them. You know, I actually had to fly down to Chicago and go to this laboratory with the white coat on and create the gin from scratch. You know what I mean? So it's our gin and it's our own flavors in it. So
okay,
we didn't
is it
just
easy
go
to sip though? Is it sippable?
It's easy, it's smooth.
Okay.
You know, we took elements of my favorite gin and said, okay, it has to be better than this. The packaging was done by this really creative guy. I feel like he's a futurist. His name is Ennie, and he designed the can and the bottle that's going to be coming out soon, which I love. That is going to be amazing. I think that's going to come out around the time Snoop's album is coming out, and I think that's in November. So, yeah, we're just having a lot of fun being creative.